Oh, here we go. I've got fan Shogi. Let's accept that. And say, Onegai shimasu. I am black. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom in. I'm going to try and play a Yagura opening. Bora rapaz, he wrote. I don't know what language that is in. What flag is this? Brazil. So Portuguese, I guess. Maybe it means have a good game or something like that. So he placed this pawn forward, so I'm going to move the silver here. Giannis told me this is the way to get to the Yagura setup. Then I need to stop the pawn from coming forward. So I'll stop there. It's interesting. He plays there. So now I can start to get my other pieces in order. I could push the rook pawn too, I think. I think that would all still fit in this setup. I'm waiting for him to push his bishop pawn, which they normally do somewhere around here. And the pawn, it's not the bishop pawn, is it really? But it's the pawn that's blocking the bishop. I decided to take. Okay, that's a sacrifice. Okay, is there something that I've done wrong? Or is this a mistake? With a rating like 1020, he might be just very new too. Let's see. So he doesn't have a piece he can drop, and I do. But things have not really gotten organized enough for me to do much here. Let's what to do? I still would kind of like to get to the Yagura setup, but yeah, let's start pushing the rook pawn. Fan Shogi is typing something here. Let's see. Maybe I'll zoom back out so you can see what he's typing. I'll wait till he finishes. I don't think they have takebacks on this server, so I don't think he can. You are good at this game. Congratulations. I'll respond to that. Let's put up a. Let's go back to this screen. Let's say thanks. I'm just a beginner, I should have said. You can say I'm still learning at any stage, right? So it's not that informative. Okay, we'll leave it at this screen for a while. He wants to respond. That's cool. Again, push. Onegai shimasu, he wrote. Maybe he plans to. And I have to train more. Yeah, we all have to train more. Nope. Click here. Well, maybe he's practicing his English as well. Okay, let's go back to the close-up view. Let's look at the game. So he's bringing the silver out. I'm going to push this pawn forward. It's part of my plan to push that pawn forward anyway to block this diagonal and just restrain his silver from coming forward. Similarly with this pawn. Yeah, well, now that I've pushed these pawns forward, I really want to move my gold up here to help shore things up. I mean, it's part of the Yagura system to bring the gold here. Oh, he brought his knight out. Okay, so he's got a knight and a and a silver concentrated on this square in front of my silver. So if he places his silver here, I think I will drop back. Defend these pawns. This pawn is defended, and his silver can't come forward anymore. If his knight comes forward, okay, let's bring the gold in. I think the gold there is part of the setup. And then, oh, I put the knight there. So the knight there is not doing a whole lot. The silver's attacking it, so he's always going to have to defend it, and it can't come forward. This square is covered, and this square is covered by the bishop and lance and knight, and this square is covered by the bishop, gold, and here, let's bring the other gold up. So this gold normally comes here, and then the king comes here, and then the bishop does this maneuver over here with the Yagura. Let's see, but maybe I should just push this pawn forward now that I've gotten this far. I mean, because he's lost the rook, he doesn't have very much attacking power. His pieces are not well coordinated, it seems to me. So yeah, he did open the diagonal for his bishop. So this is covered at the moment. Can bring the knight or the gold forward to reinforce it if I need to. So let's push the pawn forward here. So he can take, I can take, and then he can drop a pawn, and then I will retreat. That's pretty normal. So that's another mistake. Actually, I've seen this mistake made before by a fairly strong player, but the knight. Here, let's see, can I mark it? The knight there, yeah, it's not defended. So I can just take it. The silver only defends in the forward direction, not directly to the side, or backwards diagonally. And lance does not defend to the side at all. So I can go in here and promote. Let's do that. So I guess I'm going for a quick attack after all. I have a rook I can drop. Let's see. I have a retreat. So if he attacks my dragon in some way, I can retreat. Fan Shogi is typing again. Let's see, we can take a look at what he says in a second. He says, well, now what do I do? I don't think I'll show that because he swore. But anyway, I'll just say looks bad. Okay, so he brought the gold forward. The gold defends the silver defends the gold. I'm not under attack yet. His silver is pinned. I wonder if there's some clever piece drop, but these pawns are in the way, so probably not. But I don't have to retreat right away, do I? Maybe I do. He could move his gold to the side attacking my dragon. His bishop is defending the lance. Yeah, let's just hightail it home. Yeah, I have a knight I can drop, and I have a rook that I can drop. Yeah, I'm torn. I don't know if I should just complete my castle. That would be involving the king going over here. Or should I start coming forward with the silver here? Going to bring the king one step to this side, and then I'm going to push this pawn forward. Guess I have to keep an eye on what's going on over here with this knight and his silver. But he is a bit restrained. Okay, so he's going to try and march forward with the gold. So, but now I'm just thinking that the silver is no longer protected when he moved the gold away. So let's try and infiltrate again. Yeah, if he blocks with the bishop, I could sacrifice the rook for bishop and silver. I think that's a reasonable trade. And especially if I get a rook on the second rank and I have a silver in hand, I could be threatening a mate, maybe. No, because the gold there covers a lot of squares. Okay, so we just drop back that way to defend the silver. Okay, but now this means the lance is not defended. So let's take that and promote. So I've got a lance and a knight in hand. He has 2 pawns. Yeah, I mean, he can do things like dropping a pawn here because there's no pawns on this file. Okay, he decided to attack my dragon, but I can take his silver now, so let's do that. I guess, well, someone was saying in a comment to my previous game, I think it was Grollich, that basically you have 2 strategies. In Shogi, you're either playing defensively, and then you want to get a good king position. Okay, well, let's say onegai shimasu here. Thanks for the game. And Fan Shogi is typing. So the 2 strategies are either the attack or the defense. Let's say it that way. Okay, that's good. So let's thank you. Oh, I was going to say thank you for the game. Have a nice day, but he's typing again. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, no, he didn't type anymore. He just said good game, man, which is very nice. So have a nice day. That's I'm going to end this game there. So, and then we will evaluate his manner as good. Even though he did I don't know if he said onegai shimasu at the beginning, but I thought he was fine. He's just new at it, obviously, from the way he played. But it's nice to know I'm not the only real beginner here. Anyway, the 2 strategies are either to go out to attack or to defend. Sometimes you can do both. But if you can't get a good attack going and your king is exposed, then you're in big trouble. So you want to get your king to a secure position in the case when you can't get an attack going. But on the other hand, if you do have an attack going, then you don't have to worry about your king so much because your opponent has to respond to your attacking threats, I guess. Anyway, that's it for this game. Nice to show you a win for once, and see you next time. Bye.